Going guys, it's Chris here again. This is part 2 of the Hemi 6 head and cam package. We're down here at Port City Engines, as you can see behind me. Terry and the boys are working on the Hemi heads I dropped off. They're going to allow us to go in there and watch all the process, how it gets made, and be able to take you along with us. You'll be able to see it all for yourself. So yeah, and also with these jumpers and everything they get done at All-Star Graphics, as you can see to me right. And yeah, so let's go in there and suss it all out and see how it goes.
Right, how you going guys? I'm just going to take you on a little walk through the workshop here where the Hemi heads get done. Pretty much going behind the scenes at Port City Engines. They've got a lot of different machines, a lot of different tools. You get heaps of different shit done, you engineer, and nice workshop. I don't mind it myself, yeah. So, yeah, stroll through and suss it all out and yeah, see what you reckon. Alright, I just thought I'd take you through, the process of what happens down here. I'll drop a couple of Hemi heads off and I'll go through the acid bath, get cleaned up, then I'll go through the blaster and all get blasted and come out looking like brand new. Then they get crack tested, which is what you're looking at right there. Then if all passes good and it's all well, then we move on to the next step, which is this. It's boring out the guides to fit the 1132 guides in there. So we can run, like a lighter stainless steel custom valve in there, which you get 202 inlet and 160 exhaust, which makes it a real nice thing, man. Yeah. Then if you come across here, the actual guides have been fitted into this head, and you'll just see them poking out the bottom there. And now at the top there, they're all ready to go. The right size for a performance valve stem seal, which you'll see a little bit later. Now, if you can see, Matt there was just from Port City Engines was measuring up the seat on the valve there, getting it just right, so when he cuts it, it all comes out perfect. And now he's lining it all up for the angles for the Hemi head there, and he'll cut the seat. He's already cut the intakes on this head, and now you just put the valve in and you'll sort of feel it, make sure it's all looking good, feels good. Then put the vacuum tester on it, and as you can see there, fucking bingo, nice, spot on. So go ahead and cut the rest of the seats, and if you take note on the seats, they're not just a normal 3-angle valve cut. They're actually pretty much a real nice cut. They're pretty much a bell mouth of angles, and the seats cut into it, and it looks really good. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. And then after that, as you can see here, now the head's getting decked, squared off. So what happens is it comes back just dead straight, smooth, ready to just seal the gasket. All just mint. Then it ends up coming home, as you can see it there, and then I'll just spend hours on port and mucking around, and yeah, no worries there. So now once all the porting's done, you want to give it a real thorough clean. Like there's a lot more cleaning and stuff that goes into it than what you can see here, but I'm just trying to make the movie as quick as I can, but still show a little bit in there. But it actually takes a while, This is how I clean all my Hemi heads, the exact same way that you're watching this now. And then once you do that, it'll be just pretty much spotless. Then I'll just blow it all down, which is what I'm doing right now. And then it comes dry, ready to pretty much start masking up. As you can see what I'm doing here, masking up and getting it ready for paint. And just before I actually start painting it, I'll just go along and anywhere I've touched, see I've got brake cleaner in my hand, then I'll blow it down. So what happens is anything that's touched it or anything that's not right, it'll just get rid of it so the paint sticks, no worries. Like I said, this is how I've done all my Hemi heads. I've just got an old spark plugs there that I keep when I spray heads, and same with that rocker cover right there. I'll just an old one, and I'll just keep it there, so when I spray heads it saves you masking up. You just put the cover on. So now I'm just going around, light coat, just getting it on there a little bit, and then I'll just wait a little bit in between, and now I'll just go in inside all the little areas, and then give it that was a heavy hit right at the end there, just to get the gloss going. And as you'll see, it is actually quite shiny and everything going on there. Now I'm just spreading diesel everywhere once the paint's dried a little bit, and that just saves everything. This is the next day now. I've got the right Welsh plugs for it. start banging them in and making sure everything's just mint. The older heads don't need Welsh plugs. They've got the big screw there, and then the newer ones have got the Welsh plugs, and this turned out to be the newer one that I'm mucking around with right at the start here, so yeah, had to put new Welshes in there, and it's all pretty much spot on now. Pretty much a brand new head. See, the head's done. All the port work's done, everything's done. We're going out to the flow bench now, we're going to flow it, and fucking yeah, let's hope we pull some good numbers and it all happens. Let's do it. Super turn here, and we're going to fucking put these heads on, or the head on, and see what happens, and fucking fingers crossed, hope for the best. Let's do it. Alright, here we are, pulling in the Brawny Super Tune once again. There's a couple nice Valiants out there that day too. There's a nice VE sitting there and a nice charger up on the hoist. Brawny himself used to have a really quick silver E49 charger, 265. Opened my eyes, that's for sure. Yeah, and that's him there putting the putty around the ports and just flowing the head there. And you know, he still loves his Webbers and he's still horsepower mad, and it's always really good fun going out there and talking about different ideas and different ways to pull that last few horsepower, and it's good. Yep, and that's pretty much the flow numbers there. Yeah, you might want to pause it and have a good look and go through it or whatever, but yeah, that's them. Right, now as you can see, we've got it back from the flow bench, so I'll just give it another thorough cleaning. So what's happening, I just blew it dry, do what I do, get a little bit of diesel, just hit the face of it. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying here is just, I'll just put diesel everywhere it's like bare metal. You know, and I've already, like I said, already cleaned that head inside and out, spotless again, but then I'll go along inside the guides with diesel like you're looking at now, and that just makes everything not rusted, it's all good. Yeah, if you've got a clean valve, I'll show you how clean the guides are. If I can choose any one, out go.
That one.
That one? Mm-hmm. That should just drop straight down from there. Yeah, it's assembly night tonight. We've got all the shit we need to put the head together. Compressed air. Fucking, we're going to start off by cleaning the valves. Got me a cup of coffee, 12 in the morning here. But don't fucking around, we're in it, let's go. Yeah, I'm just checking out the valves there, and now I'm just blowing out all the guides again, making sure they're actually spotless. And these are the little valve stem seals that I was telling you about before, the performance ones that push over the guides there. So what I've got here is just a bit of engine assembly lube. Just put a little bit on the the stem there or whatever, and just get it, put it in. You know your guide's fucking lubed up like a bitch. Look at that, it's fucking filthy mint. Push it through your little seal, bang, done. Alright, that's all done. We're just going to start putting our springs on now. I've got the retainers sitting in there with them, as you can see, sort of thing. And yeah, we'll go ahead and start making sure everything's here. I had a bit of an interruption. Fucking, we're nearly done, but it's about 3 in the morning now. I thought I'd just show you my little tool that I have been putting the springs on. It's just a little, doesn't look all that fancy, but it works. And it's got the original rocker bolt here. Anyway, I've been shimming them all up there, my shims there. They're all within 5 thou of where they need to be, so it's pretty much mint. And this is what you do. You grab a couple of locks like this. Grab a couple of locks like that. Just screw this in. Go in a few turns like that because you don't want it flying out. Grab your spring. Double check. Make sure everything's good. Sit it down. If it needs a shim, put a shim. If it doesn't, leave it. Whatever. Sit it on there. Put that in. Keep it sort of reasonably kind of square and go down, make sure nothing goes flying out, but grab your little lock, push down, takes a little bit of force, you hear a little click, like that. That's got the one side, and because it holds it this way, this one will drop straight in, fucking mint, bang. So you just grab a socket, go over it, give them a couple little taps. And that's her, and they'll just see, make sure everyone see the real mint. Done. Alright, Alright guys, yep, that's the finished product right there, as you can see. That's the head by itself, sort of complete. Anyway, in these next couple pictures, the one after this one here, you'll see the whole sort of exploded view of it. So yeah, as you can see there, that's the whole kit, head and cam package right there. So if we start from the back, we've got the head sitting there. That's all been fully recode, pretty much brand new, all ported. Just waiting for them valves, and the valves are 202 inlet, 160 exhaust, and they're all stainless steel. Back cut, undercut, swirl polished. Come forward of that, we've got the Crow springs and the Hemi retainers. Then you come forward of that, you got the Performance Crow valve stem seals, the little red ones there. Then you come forward of that, and you'll see the Crane valve locks, and they just fit in perfect with them retainers and them valves, and it's just a mint fit. Then you come forward of that, and you got the custom ground solid cam, and then forward of that you got the Crane solid lifters, and they'll still give the oil up through the push rod as a Hemi should have. And in front of that again, you got your little oil pump gear to match the cam. The other thing I just wanted to point out too is all the products you see in the picture there to do with the head and cam package and that, and everything's a match to each other. Like, the lifters to the cam, and it's dead on correct. Like those retainers to them locks and with them valves, and it's all just bang, it makes a unit, and it's all the correct stuff. Like I've used it all before, and I feel comfortable with it, and I wouldn't pass it on to anybody else unless I was dead set comfortable with it. So my old black two-door Tougher 6, you might have seen it on YouTube or whatever, and that's all that stuff there in the engine that you see it flogging around on YouTube. And alright, so I guess the big question on everyone's mind is how much horsepower is this kit gonna make? How much horsepower am I shooting for? Well, look, I got a number in mind within the ballpark there where I reckon can get out of it. I won't give away any surprises just yet, but one thing I will tell you, I'll tell you what it's not going to be. It's not going to be your average run-of-the-mill E49 type setup. That's no good here. We're going for more power than that. It's going to be street tough, and at the same time, a simple, effective build. I think you'll quite like it. If you stay tuned and sort of check out which way it goes, I think you'll be quite happy with it. And look, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more.